A couple of weeks ago, I started to make a video about this because it became very apparent what their tactics were, right? It's time for me to make it again because there have been these three things that I mentioned in this message. By the way, click on this message so you can go watch the original video where there's this white male lawyer who talks about how his own bias or blindness to the plights of Black people had him responding in a certain way instead of seeing the entirety of the manipulation going on. And so there are three key things that they have done and made sure to get out as race bait. Very clearly race bait. First of all, they went after the mayor or something of DC and told them to get rid of the iconic Black Lives Matter, street crosswalk thing. But it's iconic, and I had been wanting to get to DC to see it myself, but now I won't be able to because they're being forced to immediately get rid of it. Two, the second thing that came out was hearing that the knee cop who deliberately extinguished the breath from the body of Floyd, was it Shapiro or somebody, but apparently EM said it first, the pasty billionaire, because they're trying to draw us out. So they talked about pardoning this guy. And admittedly, I felt the immediate incendiary feelings of, oh my God. Like, it wasn't of, oh my God. There were other words that I used. But I felt that anger rise. And then I went, you know what? And just like that, like in the Avatar or something, I brought it back down. Because I go, I know this ploy. I know what they're doing. And then, y'all, there was an article yesterday about pasty billionaire, EM, Mr. Immigrant himself, Mr. No Patriotism, Mr. Illegal Alien at first, because he overstayed his welcome and did not actually go to school on his visa. That... Damn you, TikTok, for making me filter. But he is proposing or going to sell the Freedom Fighters Museum. And we can't go in the streets. We can't. And they want us to. And we know they want us to. And it's apparent because y'all have been in the streets with the sign party for weeks now. Y'all who look like this as opposed to this. Y'all have been able to do so with hardly much opposition. I know there have been arrests from those who silently did it in the Capitol. I know that one woman got dragged in Idaho while all her men around her, all her counterparts, all her fellow city people or whatever y'all was, town rule, whatever, all y'all sat and watched her and just put her on camera, but nobody stood up against three men. Listen, I love to watch outside perspectives, and there's this Australian woman who said, there are 300 million of you. There are only like 500 people in Congress. What are the odds? You far outnumber them. Even if you get rid of the 31% with an asterisk, because we know what happened. Even if you get rid of the 31%, that still leaves about 200 million of you to their 500. And yet we cannot right now, until y'all get mad enough, collectively come together because of three main issues. The R word, because I'm not trying to be filtered, sexism, and I don't even know what's the word to this. Is it gender identityism? I don't know. But we know who else they're coming after. There are 3 specific sets. Oh, wait. Sorry. Well, I was going to say also xenophobia. Like, that is a thing, too. So maybe we'll say 4 issues. But 4 issues that honestly are rooted in bias, prejudice, hate, fear. None of that is actually anything positive or good. Right? And those are the 4 collective hurdles as a country we have to get over. And we will not until you get mad enough. But that said, being one of the 92% myself, being a person who got the A on my part of the group project, it is y'all's turn to present it, to stand up and present the project, to stand up and use your voice. Because we can't. They allowed y'all to have sign parties. Y'all went to Tesla. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to. And yeah, they might rough you up a little bit. But if you let history remind you very, very kindly, anytime our bodies were part of the party, they will infiltrate that party. No matter how peaceful that sign party is, they will send their bad cops. They would send other people that they paid for to incite violence. Because we weren't the ones throwing things or trashing things. We weren't. And yet we got to be blamed for it because these people either wore masks, and it's not hard these days to put on some kind of silicone mask and pretend you're somebody else. I watched literally a CIA agent change his appearance like 27 times in 5 minutes. It's not hard to do anymore. Or they'll cover up because it's cold, so you won't see their face or their hands. Like they did this to the Lakota. People turn water hoses on the Lakota in the dead of winter. Nobody protested about that. How you wet people in the dead of winter? Because they were standing their ground to rally against the Keystone Project, which, by the way, he put back on. Drill baby drill and all that junk is going to have this earth in turmoil, and you're already seeing it. We're all connected, us and the earth. We're all connected, and every move you make or for profit has hurt us all. That was a message for people who won't even hear this one. But y'all, we can't join you. So stop looking to us to fight for you. You have to stop sitting in your innocence, your helplessness, and you need to get up and actually do something together. But you probably won't, because you watched a woman get dragged out by 3 men. A room full of men and other women watched a woman get dragged out for using her freedom of speech. Until y'all get it together and present the project, we're resting.